What is up, Sippin' News? Okay, let me tell you something. This episode is going to be special. So you guys know how Disney's a thing? So basically, Disney is going to be Sippin' News. That's going to be me and Kyle. When it's just me, it's going to be called Talks with the Shooters. And then I got my first 2 sets of twins with just me. Everyone give a round of applause for Austin.
What's good?
And then lastly, but certainly not the damn least, everyone give a round of applause for fucking Aaron, the most offensive guy I know. Let's go!
Hello. That's wild.
All right, first of all, do you guys want to get old fashions?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Okay. So, to get an old fashioned, you basically need an Irish whiskey. Or here, you can put it in your cup. Or bourbon, and then, get a nice glass. I don't fuck with those Midori sours. They're kind of fruity, you feel me?
Don't tell me.
Yeah,
This is
spherical
a
ice.
little high tech for me. How in the world did you do that?
All good.
Go for it. So while he's doing that, I think it's
ice.
I think me and Aaron should do a quick little intro for ourselves, just kind of set the scene and what's up and where we're from. So as he said, I'm Austin. That's Aaron right here. We are the twins. A little background story. We've known Keon for a little bit. We were like homies way back then in Michigan. We were little kiddos. Didn't really remember much about that. Reunited like 10 or so years later in California. Been running it since high school. Been like that for a little bit. So now we're here doing a little podcast thing. All grown up.
How many years do you think in total is that in friendship, you think?
Say again?
How many total years do you think that's in friendship? That's like a long time.
All in my story, it was since 2.
So let's just keep it like that. Like what, 20 plus years?
Yeah.
Give or take.
That's solid.
All right, introduce yourself, Aaron. You are a quiet one. Take a sip while he introduces himself.
I don't know. So, yeah, we've known Keith for a fat second. We're homies.
But who are you?
Yeah, bro.
We did the intro. Who are you?
You did background story. You do the intro.
I did that. You do your intro and I'll do my intro next.
Okay, so I'm Aaron.
I'm putting you way up.
24 years old.
Speaking the mic, my boy.
I know. To play games. I like to go to church, read some books, and my occupation's a nurse. Yeah.
I'm a super senior, but I'm almost done. Okay. One topic I want to get to you, because as twins, I know this is some bullshit, but this is for the views. So let's say, Aust, if someone punches you in the face, does Aaron feel it?
We get that type of stuff a lot. People are like, can you guys like telepathy type beat? I do think to an extent we kind of have that type of connection. It's not quite telepathy though, but it's more of like, I know how he thinks, he knows how I think. So if you say something to us, there's a good chance that we both thought the exact same thing. He might not express it and I might, but there's a good chance we thought the exact same thing.
Let me tell you, sometimes I notice that you guys are mad at the same time. And I guess that we're so close that it makes me mad too. Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck you mad about, but it makes me mad. You're my shooters.
Yeah.
All on the same wavelength.
I respect, yeah, we're on the same wavelength. With that, honestly, I'm just like 24/7 just enraged. Well, I wouldn't say that.
Do you think you're the more hothead brother? Like, are you the yin or the yang?
I say we'd both equally get angry, but I'm a little bit more expressive of it, I would say, like outwardly. And I think I can be level-headed, but when I'm thinking I'm level-headed, I feel like he would tend to disagree. But we just have 2 different ways of expressing our emotions, but we feel the same emotions, I'd say.
I feel you. Has there ever been like a twinly type of rivalry?
Ooh, I don't really think so.
Yeah.
Or is it like you two versus the world?
We kind of look like
no homo.
I feel like what's it? It looks like we kind of butt heads a lot, but it's not like a rivalry type thing. It's more of like I expect a lot out of him. He expects a lot out of me. I get at him because I think he can do better. He gets at me because he thinks I can do better. But it's not like against each other. It's more of like
parts of life do you
supportive.
You guys better at? If you don't mind me putting y'all in heat.
I I would say he's just the more elite and patting down Nurse. He's just really scored away.
He's gonna cry.
You're trolling.
This man is
You're trolling.
He's gonna cry.
I graduated first, but then this guy's like ICU, IR, just sedating people.
He loves sedating people. I've seen it.
You're trolling me so hard right now.
So elite. But on the real though. But I think he's a game. I'm a gamer too, but he games as well. But he spends more time in the game, I'd say. So I'd say he's like more consistent in some things. But I think I hold my own. I'm the type of guy who doesn't practice ever because I'm lazy.
You're right.
But yeah,
dude, you know what's crazy about you? When you were in high school, when you said you didn't practice, that was true. I think we were at church and like, hey, let's go to youth. And we're like, didn't you say you have a pre-calc test or like a calculus test tomorrow? And you're like, nah, we lit.
No, yeah, I don't study. And when I do study, it's like with other people or if I really got to lock in and try to force myself to study. But I do know what you're talking about. There were many times, especially with honors pre-calc, especially with my boy D back there. We were just grinding out, eating a Safeway and studying, even though those were probably the only times that I actually studied. But yeah, that is one thing I'm trying to work on though, trying to actually practice things because I don't know. I wouldn't say lazy. I just don't feel motivated to practice like that. But I do take pride in being good at things.
Damn. What about you, Aaron? What do you think your brother excels at? You can be gay for him too.
I don't know. I'd say with the going off the no practice thing, he does get pretty good at just winging things. Whether it comes to playing Valorant after 3 days on and then hopping on with no warm up, or pulling up to hoops to the boys also after 3 days and just like balling up. And he does well. He holds his own. I don't know how he does it. So
you know, you're right.
To kind of
he is a hooper. You know,
just adjust in the fly like that.
I respect that, Key. I don't hoop like that no more. I'll be honest, but I'm trying to get back.
No matter how much you don't hoop, you still hoop at a good pace, no matter how long you've been out.
Oh yeah, I respect that and appreciate those comments. But yeah, I do like basketball. Again, not the same motivation. I'm trying to get back into it. Shout out to everyone who hoops around though. Yeah, I know you're hooping a lot. Shout out to Andrew, the barber. He's been hooping a little bit, kind of motivating me to get back in the gym and all that stuff. Shout out to him and his haircuts.
He cuts all three of us, by the way.
Yeah.
We got the same barber. Yeah, we sharing like that.
Oh my!
Oh, we got to talk about it. We'll talk about this later. Aaron's got the craziest barber story ever.
He's a squad hoe.
Suave, you're gonna love this one. Aaron's got a really good story with barbershops. We'll circle back to that.
Yeah.
But shout out to them though. They all got guys that can cut hair. But Aaron's got the funniest unintentional story ever. It was we're 100% circling back on that.
Okay.
Just remind me.
Okay, but about basketball, I want to say it's because of you guys that I think I am where I am in terms of skill level. I think I can hold my own as well as you two. You know, I might as well, hold my own when I'm with you guys because, if you're not a hooper in a friend group of hoopers, eventually, if they're tight, you're going to become a hooper, Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Not to say that that's actually for all you viewers out there, that's our background story for all of us. So one way all three of us got pretty close was through hooping at the Sports Center in Roseville. And we did that in high school from sophomore year to senior year, just grinding hours and hours.
Actually, we started 8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah.
Okay.
8th grade summer.
Yeah. So
I remember we.
No. You're right, Key. Because yeah. You and Key were running YBA back then a little bit too, the other thing.
Oh yeah.
That was way before high school. But
back in the day, we just did drills. We trained Key. He trained with us, and we literally just hang out by doing that, pooping, getting food after, and then just going. Close.
You said hooping kind of strong.
You said pooping.
Hoop.
I thought you said pooping.
But basketball is a connection like that. Key, I got a question for you.
Okay, I like it.
I'm turning the tables a little bit. When it comes to for us and just for all the guys that we're rocking with basketball, do you feel like definitely you kind of touched on it a little bit, having sharing the same interest of basketball, do you think that kind of motivated you to continuously work on your game and get better at that? You know what I'm saying?
In the beginning, basketball got you feel me? But I'm kidding. But can you repeat the question? I just want to say the joke.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that do you feel like kind of being in the environment where we're all have the same interest in basketball, but we're also very competitive guys, I'd say. Do you think that definitely motivated you to continuously work on your game and get better because you just wanted to enjoy time with the guys, but also like to stay in a level where you feel like you can compete and dominate and get better at? So just basically being in that environment.
I feel like if you want to be friends with someone or a friend group, be good at what they're at, and it was basketball. And that was also the year I started liking Carmelo Anthony. I have to say I was very intimidated by like all the boys in here, especially you, Darnell, and Jake, because like I saw them like they're hoopers too, like back in the day. And then
Still hooping.
I remember when I first hooped with you guys, I was just doing right-handed overhand layups, and just in my head, just aim for the square. And everyone, like, that was also the time I got introduced to the community. So I saw like other Filipino heads, and I'm like, damn, we have those. And then I was like, these people are pretty good. Like, I don't even remember him. Do you remember this dude named Robbie?
The name sounds familiar. If I see a face, I probably will recognize it.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I also owe basketball to introducing me to a community of people that I didn't know Roseville had.
That is true.
Yeah. Oh, about basketball. Mamba, who's your favorite basketball player? Who's your GOAT?
You want to answer first?
GOAT? So
Are those two different questions?
yeah,
Your
for
favorite
me,
player
those are
and
two
GOAT?
different questions.
Yeah, let's do the
go
GOAT
for
one
it.
first.
Two different questions. Go for it.
For me, my favorite player of all time, I don't know. Like, I never had a specific
Jeremy Lin.
super favorite player, but low-key, I think Jeremy Lin is probably one of my favorite players. Middle
Is it 'cause
school, I
he's
looked
Asian?
up to him. I was randomly placed in a literature class in middle school and forced to write a paper for the Olympus middle school, whatever
You
it
wrote
was.
a paper on Jeremy Lin?
And I wrote a paper on Jeremy Lin. I looked him up. I did a
I think I remember you
research.
writing
I did
that. That's funny.
And that was like during the peak of insanity. And just
Good
like,
timing.
having an Asian American idol to kind of like, oh wow, this guy can go against the curve and do his thing. But he was also 6'3" and
You remind me of
like
Jeremy
stuff
Lin.
like that. But he was probably my favorite in terms of player, and probably my GOAT though. My GOAT for me
You passionate
personally
about this?
is Michael Jordan.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
You passionate about that?
I think if you look at the accolades, you look at the eye test, you look at all things considered, it's hard to beat that.
I mean,
You have the
LeBron
resume.
in time is the most, he has the most points in the history. But, LeBron's a recruiter. So that's where I stand because, I love Kobe, and he obviously influenced my one of my favorite players, Kobe Bryant. So you can't like have a good team. I mean, you have a good team, but if you talk too much and want everyone's help, that's not GOAT. In fact, I think it's like being like a pussy. Like when you beat people, when you recruit the whole damn all-star team. LeBron's had like a lot of all-stars. Yeah, and people in the comments like, LeBron had no help. I was like, have you seen his rosters?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Still a great player though, but
Yeah.
in terms of like an impacting the game and like basketball, rebounds look good, assists look good, but in the end of the day, when you're running fives with your boys, you're not gonna give the ball to the guy who couldn't get rebounds. You're gonna give the ball to that guy that will get buckets. That's what Michael did in the NBA Finals. He got buckets.
That's why I give you guys the ball.
Made points when it mattered. He scored the points when they mattered, and he was able to get the job done. So, that's, I think, a big thing.
I kind of share similar views. I'll start with who I think the GOAT is. For right now, yeah, I would say that definitely I'm with Michael. Just because same thing that Aaron said, like he's passed the eye test, he has the accolades. People will be like rings and this and that. Like if it's all about rings, then it's like the guy's got like double-digit rings. But when you think about Michael, like he's got 6 rings, he's got 6 final MVPs. The toughest times of his career was when he was younger. But like even when he was like getting eliminated at the playoffs, he's still dropping like 20 plus, 30 plus a game, right? So it's not like he was having off seasons or off like series. And when he did get the ball, like people bring up Pippen too, but when Pippen first got there, he was kind of trash. Like he was helpful, but like his stats weren't like that.
He wasn't like
Yeah, he wasn't like a super sidekick or anything like that. Pippen helped, but then like you either see, because Pippen, but like, what was he really doing the first couple of years? And then on going later, and that was just the kind of the dominance and then the persona that Michael brought to basketball. He brought a certain, like, when you think Killer Instinct, OG, you think Michael Jordan, right?
I think
and that translates into like everything with like sports and competitive is the Killer Instinct. And then when you think that again, OG, you would think Michael Jordan. In terms of favorite player, I don't really have favorite players like that. One of the players I did look up to a lot for sure when I was younger was Derrick Rose, especially pre-injury Derrick Rose. I liked his game, and that was before like the 3-point era too, just the kind of the explosiveness and the speed. I had the OG Crazy Lights too with the D Rose colorway. He was my guy, and I think just that Bulls squad was pretty solid. So Derrick Rose is definitely a player I looked up to growing up. I'm also gonna cross over a little bit too. I would say favorite player though for me, like sports player. Aaron knows this guy. Steve Yzerman, hockey player. He was like for me my go-to idol. He was if you don't know about him, you don't know hockey. He was a captain for the Red Wings, Detroit Red Wings. We're from Michigan, so shout out to all the Detroit teams. But he was my favorite player because he was the captain of the team. He was obviously a really good player, but like he was known as being like a silent leader. Like he was a quieter guy, but he was really good at leading the team. I feel like me personally, naturally, I'm preferentially introverted. Like I could care less about talking, to be honest. But I do like leading. I do like kind of stepping into that role, but more of like in an example way. And I feel like a guy like Steve Yzerman kind of embodied that in the sport. And that's why I look up to him as like a sports player for like sports of all time. So that's my favorite player for sports.
All right. I share the GOAT opinion on Michael Jordan. And my favorite players, I have two. One is Carmelo Anthony. I love his jab step. I hate dribbling. And then second's Kobe Bryant. Because, it's Kobe. Oh, I also have a topic about Kobe Bryant. The Mamba mentality. Basically, it's when Kobe, or like the mentality when you work so much and the practice eventually makes you better than your competition. But I have a counteract to that Mamba mentality. As good as it is, do you think it actually harmed Kobe? Because, like, imagine his work ethic, right? Like, when does this man rest? If you go, like, wake up at 3, have a work out again, then you rest, work out again, eventually the body has to give up. Which is why there might be, like, I'm not saying there's a theory, but I just thought about it. Maybe he overworked himself to his Achilles injury.
That's definitely possible.
I see what you mean. I understand where you're coming from with, like, it has an extent to it, like, when I think Mamba mentality though, I feel like Kobe's definitely, when you think about anyone who kind of does the Mamba mentality, Kobe definitely was probably someone who like worked constantly, get minimum sleep. But I think the whole essence of the Mamba mentality too may have been just like making sure you have that drive, that drive to get that success, whatever you're attaining. I don't think he, to be honest, like, because everyone's human, I don't think he never took a day off, even though the Mamba mentality kind of sounds like he was 24/7 grinding. But I feel like, especially with the way Kobe lived out his career and his life, it was mostly like him pushing that mentality to go get what you want and to be motivated, or not necessarily motivated, to be disciplined, to do the things that you need to do to obtain success. But whether he did that every single day of the week, I don't think he really did. But that's not a detriment to him. That's just mostly him being a human, but also making sure he pushes that mentality. Because, I don't think he did that all the time, but he definitely did it enough to have the career that he did. So,
because he worked a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the Mamba mentality, the most we can take away from that is just like, having that drive, having that discipline, having that discipline to put in the work, to be consistent, and to be willing to make sacrifices and being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Well said, Holmes. Well said.
Well said. I can't add to that. So,
Wasn't there a meme where like he like did something and now he has to force himself to look at the sun?
Yeah, there was memes. Kobe got blinded by the lights, so he stared at the sun 30 hours a day. Something like staring at the lights or something like that. They really pushed that meme.
They milked that. They milked that Mamba mentality like crazy.
Yeah.
It's all meme, but I think it really like emphasized how willing he was to work and everything like that. So
I think there was also an article where it said that he did everything at home with his left hand.
I think he was left-handed, wasn't he? Or no?
I think that's LeBron.
Oh, okay, just kidding. Okay. But like as a discipline type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have a theory. Do you think IGN's rigged in terms of reviews?
Oh, I mean, when I was younger, I listened to their, like the gaming thing, right? When I was younger, I listened to them. Now that I'm older, you gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Like it just at this point, like the most accurate I think for reviews is just like user reviews. You know, like I feel like this is kind of just not IGN's fault. This is like more of like mainstream platforms nowadays. It's like they're all kind of like saturated. They're not genuine. You know, IGN they probably hit some accurate points, but like if you're talking about like if I really want to know a game, I'm probably gonna YouTube it and look up some smaller end YouTuber who probably will give a more like on the ground experience. IGN is just I feel like not like any other mainstream platform. They're kind of just
catering to a certain
audience. Yeah, they're speaking to the general audience. They kind of just feed into the hype, and unless the game's 100% trash, yeah, exactly. If there were that many nines in like the gaming review in the gaming scene, that I don't know, games are just not like that. So not anymore. IGN when I was younger, but nowadays it's like they're just throwing out whatever.
Bro, ever since Call of Duty, like Call of Duty's been consistently good according to IGN. And I was like, no, this year's trash. I'm like, what? The creators be on some foo-foo juice. If you feel me?
Yeah, MW2 did not definitely follow up. I feel like to 2019. A lot of people kind of rag in 2019, but that was a really good game.
Dude, you know they have party games now.
Yeah, finally. Like we've been waiting for that since like release.
Yeah, we gotta hop back on.
Run some gun game though. Not gonna lie, Sons of the Forest and some gun game.
Put them on.
Not gonna lie.
Hey, you guys should play this game called Toxic Gun Game. So basically, gun game, but every demote is like five
spots back,
something like that. We run it like crazy, like five spots to back for demotions and just like 3 kills to upgrade a gun.
No, like shipment or some super small map where it's like super annoying.
That's a good time. That's a good time.
About video games, what about being with the boys makes you more offensive? Because you know we be hacking some outlandish sayings in Discord, but I don't cancel y'all because you're the boys. You feel me?
Nah, I feel like just like people will be memeing about this all the time, like group chats, Discord, like, oh, you gotta clear the chats because of the FBI or whatever. But I just feel like kind of like, you know, when you're hanging with the guys, it's just like it's timeless, you know what I'm saying? Like you're with your guys, you guys can just get loose, relax, and just enjoy your time on the game, and just, you know, maybe you could probably think about the things you say here and there, but when you're just with the guys, just having fun, bro, you just gotta get loose and enjoy. Especially I feel like nowadays, you know, when you think about it, we all kind of grown up now, doing our own thing. But
that's true.
It's nice to kind of take a step back, you know, just
relive the little kid in us.
Yeah, and honestly, like, and we could probably circle back to this too. Do you really feel like you're growing up now? Because when you think about it, like we're almost like we're getting to the midway of our 20s. So technically, we're like pretty grown up for the most part. Do you feel like you're an adult now, like all the way, or how's that?
By numbers, yes. Maturity wise, I still need like a lot of life to live. Yeah. I don't think I've experienced like a lot. Our parents were like,
oh yeah, they're different. They came to the U.S. and just started living adult life like right at the bat.
I mean, in our defense, you could get paid a lot with a blue collar job back then.
Yeah, honestly,
everything's a graduate program now.
Yeah.
But in terms of maturity, I do not feel mature. Aaron, do you feel mature at all?
Not gonna lie, I still feel like a kid sometimes, you know.
Sometimes
I see it, yeah.
Like just like, I don't know. I feel like there's still a lot of life experiences and just information I still need to know, and like I'm not gonna get that just by looking it up. I just need to go through it and experience it, and I don't know. It's a weird feeling, especially being around coworkers who are older than you. It's like you feel like, oh, I sometimes feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, and they just
probably don't know what you're doing, but
wisdom and everything.
Wait, how old are your coworkers?
Ballpark probably. Like,
yeah, ballpark. It ranges from youngest probably like 20.
His coworker,
to like
are any of them creepers?
His coworker.
No.
Let's just put it in perspective. His coworker is his girlfriend's dad. Like that's the type of like coworkers that they're having. Like it's like
a big age gap.
Wait, Aaron,
an experience gap. So
do you? I know how you are with the boys. How do you put the perfect boyfriend act on?
I don't know. I feel like my self around Christine's family. Christine's my girlfriend, by the way.
Oh, you just hit it right there.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, you Christine's family, and then just around the boys. I think they're both but just different personalities in me, but they're still me. So I can just act like myself. It's just one is a more like composed, proper, respectful way, still being me.
Is that the same as being quiet? You're just quiet, huh?
Yeah.
So you can't be composed since you don't talk. That's me too.
Yeah. Around them,
Nah, he chats it up.
That's a safe.
Tita loves me a lot. Tita loves me.
Oh, you just assuming it now, huh?
No. But yeah, but when I'm with the boys, it's just more relaxed. I can kind of just, I don't have to worry about acting all grown up in a sense, you know.
So you can be a child around.
So we're just children.
That house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still have to act mature. Like Koreans be strict.
Yeah. I would say the same thing. So with my girlfriend too, like it's just you put on like a professional thing, and the way I see it, I wouldn't say it's like fake. We can talk about that too. Like whether you think it's like being fake or not. I don't think it's really being fake. I think it's just like when to turn it on or not. I know when to turn on the professional face. I know when to turn on the I'm gonna be a good boyfriend, future guy type of face. And I think it's just a focus type of thing. But like if you're gonna be loose with the guys, it's not like you're being fake. It's just like when to turn it on, turn it off. Yeah. When to be appropriate in certain situations or not.
Yeah, but that's like the interesting is being young and in a professional career. Like when to turn it on.
Don't go. You're on the track for some cringy stuff, brother. Chill out a little bit. Chill out a little bit. I'm gonna stop you right there, bro. We're not gonna go with the I'm 20 and something in there.
And I wasn't going down that path.
Okay, brothers, am I right?
You tripping?
Shout out to all the young nurses there, and shout out to all my other nurses out there. But
nurses that are
I think nurses in general, that what we got to do better is just stop being like super cringe. Like we're all like there's like four young nurses in here right now that I'm looking at, including us. Like 4 of us right now. But like I nothing gets to me though when people are like, "Oh, I'm 21 years old and I'm in a CVICU." Oh yeah, I was like, bro, good for you, but like just chill out a little bit. First of all, you probably don't even know what to do just yet.
I'm 22 years old and I'm saving these women's lives out here, and like I can't believe it. I'm this young. I'm giving it life advice.
Like you see all the time on TikTok. You see it all the time on Reddit. Like respect to all of us. It's a tough career field, but like like. It goes back to like act like you've been there before, right? Mm-hmm. Like even now, like I still don't feel like I know enough, so I'm not gonna flaunt like I know all this, right? Just act like you've been there before.
Preach,
and just do
man.
your job and be better at it.
I don't know this stuff.
Yeah, even if you didn't, you just gotta act like you've been there, and you just gotta be professional. Like with any kind of career field, there's always more that you can learn. So like unless you're like literally like LeBron, who's been in the NBA for like 20 plus years and can do whatever he wants, you haven't been there before. You got a long ways to go. So just keep it professional. But yeah, that's my spiel on nursing. Shout out to the nurses, but let's not be cringe.
In terms of like making it in life, I think I surrounded myself with a good group of people, like from the bench, and like, yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. I would say, Key, you got one of the most diverse friend groups I've ever seen. You got the bench, you got your college friends you got SAC, you got GCU. I remember you had that one party at your house. Not crazy. The one recently, but it was the other one too. It was like I forgot what it was, but there was like 6 different friend groups there, and I was just like, you know what I'm talking about?
The Rager?
No, not the Rager. It was another one before that. Your parents 18th? Were there too, and your mom was like, "Whoa, kid!"
My 18th?
Like, yeah. There was like 8 friend groups all combined in one place.
I have to say, I owe it to you guys though, and my license.
How'd you feel, Kia? What if I called you the man, bro? How would you feel like?
What the fuck? Wait, you called me the man?
Yeah.
Why?
How would you feel like if I called you Key? You the man, bro. You the man.
It sounds
for everything
so
you do,
fruity.
bro. You're the man, bro.
I don't know about that.
What?
I don't know about that. Man.
No, I think it's because of you guys. Because you guys, in a way, taught me how to be extroverted.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because you guys
introverted fellows.
Because you guys introduced me to like people. You guys, I'd say you guys put me on the radar. You feel me? And then you guys encouraged me to join choir. Remember when we were at youth and apparently I made a joke in the first prayer ever.
Are you talking about like? Nah, I think I know where you're going.
You said I made a joke the first time.
One of the very first times we went to. So this is like. So we all went to the same church growing up, youth choir, youth group, all that stuff. I remember the very first youth group we went to. It was. This is another contact story for people who think we're just a menace to society. It was like some kind of sincere, like serious, like prayer circle, or whatever. Someone was like opened up and like a family member that died, which is serious.
Oh shoot!
It was very serious. But before they were talking about that, Key like made some random joke to Aaron, and they both started laughing, and then I started laughing because they were laughing, and we couldn't stop laughing. And this person's like spilling out their feelings about their family member that just died, and we're all just like laughing. So like, bro, we're never gonna go back ever again, bro. So I think we didn't go to youth for like years after that, and came back like when we were older. But nah, that was just a bad time.
Dude, I didn't even. I didn't pay attention. I didn't know someone died.
Yeah, I was paying attention, but then you guys started laughing, and I couldn't stop from there. But yeah, it's just all about timing. I think we should segue into the story we were thinking about circling back with Aaron and Suave. What are you thinking about that?
Guys, Aaron's a hoe.
So let's provide some backstory. First of all, Aaron and Keon started going to this one barbershop called Suave Barbershop. Check them out. And then,
just check them out. Suave
Where
Experience.
they at? Highlands?
Citrus Heights.
Citrus Heights, yeah. Aaron, is your story. Take it away.
Okay, so with Suave, at that time, there were around 4 barbers. I started off with my boy Jamar. He's a really good barber, a really good guy.
Wait. Let me have a a short, long story short.
Yeah.
People don't cheat on their barbers. Imagine cheating on 3 barbers.
Yeah.
Essentially,
It's like it's literally like kind of you got a relationship with your barber, bro. But like 3 barbers, man.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I started out with my boy Jamar. He was really good. But the big thing I had with Jamar was it was so hard to schedule. Like for me, I procrastinate a lot, and I always try to schedule appointments like last minute, and like I try to schedule like 3-4 days in advance. He was never available, so like, I can never get on this guy's schedule.
And that's kind of a testament that he's a good barber, right? He's booked like
good,
that.
Yeah, but
he's killing it.
He's killing it. But yeah, I could just not get in the schedule. So I was like, I really need a haircut. I don't know, we had some sort of appointment coming up or some sort of like big event. So I was like, I'm just gonna go with whoever's open. And at the time, it was Jacob, another one of the barbers there. He's also really good and everything like that. Shout out to Jacob as well. But yeah, so that time I went to Jacob. He cut me up pretty well, and I was like, oh yeah, I like it. I'll go to him again. You know, he's pretty good. I was able to work with his schedule. His schedule works with mine, so I was like, I'll stick with him for a couple cuts. So I stuck with Jacob for the next 2 cuts. That's already 2 barbers down. After that, for some apparent reason, that was after work. I don't know. I was really tired. I started to schedule a haircut. I thought I did my boy Jacob, but I show up that day, and I was like getting in the shop, and Andrew's like, hey man, what's up? I got you next. And I was like, what? Andrew? I was like, no way, I scheduled the wrong barber. Like I didn't read his name or something.
You're like, fuck!
No, you capping at that, bro. You told me you forgot.
Boy's a cap.
You told me that you forgot. You're like, I thought his name was Andrew.
I did. I know. I literally did. I forgot his name. I thought it was Andrew. So I was like, hey man, what's up? And then I guess at that time I was like, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna do a burst fade, and it was Andrew's first time cutting a burst fade. He killed it, and I really liked it. So I was like, I'm keep going to him. I'm gonna stick with him. Keep going to him, and
that's Keon's barber too.
And that's Keon's barber.
And all of our barbers.
And I was late to the shop, and I just jumped with Andrew because they were just both getting their cuts for Andrew. But all those guys can cut hair, so if you're in the Sacramento area, you gotta get a haircut. Shout out to Suave. Go check him out.
I was wrong. It was only 3 barbers at the time. Jamar.
Now there's like 4 or 5 of them, something like that.
Now.
But
there's 4 of them, and they wanted me to go to the new guy, but
they wanted you to go to the new.
No, yeah, we were saying, bro, you already ran through the shop, bro. You gotta go through all of them, bro. You went through 3 of them. You gotta finish them off right there.
He's like, choo choo, choo choo. Go through a train in the barber shop, huh? Choo choo.
Shout out to all the boys, though.
But yeah, good shop, good vibes too. You know, you can't go wrong. So
they're really chill dudes. You know, so
get your haircut.
Free advertising. Suave.
Are you guys talkers to barbers?
Not typically, but I will talk a little bit. Actually, me and Andrew have been talking a little bit too. But usually I'll fall asleep because 90% of my cuts are I schedule them after a shift, so I'm just sleeping on the chair. But I will talk though, especially because again, Suave, it's just good vibes, bro. Good vibes. So,
dude, I haven't been buddy with a barber ever. Than Suave happened, dude. It's like. You guys are buddies with him too, right?
I'd say like
I dap them up. I never dap up previous barbers.
Okay, we sold the bag this time, but we'll get you guys gifts. We were talking about it. We were talking about getting something for Christmas, but nah.
I don't know what happened. We got busy or something.
Nah, yeah, I didn't even know, bro. My brain's been fried eggs.
Key and G, Christine and I have your Christmas gifts. We haven't given to you guys yet. They're gonna be on the way, so or they're not, we have them. We just give them to you guys another time.
I got y'all LOL next year. I was like,
Chick, can you give me the Forest game for my early birthday?
I got
present?
you, Key.
Really?
I got you.
Birthday
Don't
gift.
worry about it. We all gotta run it tonight, bro. That's all I gotta
That's what I'm
say.
saying. Oh, we gotta get
Conquistador
episode.
story.
How many of us in this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
6-man team. That's
Six-man
almost max.
Team, that's almost max. And we gotta
it's
get boy
almost
Kelvin.
max.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Am I a meme to you guys? Like the super senior guy meme?
Oh no, not
I
even.
think Super Seniors went away after COVID. Not gonna lie, because
like,
everyone got pushed.
I
back.
mean, like in terms of college, I don't think there's such a thing as a. Well, this is my opinion. Like a super senior, like
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, that's only high school stuff.
People
yeah.
change like career fields all the time. They change majors all the time. They change like what they want to do all the time. Like that's nothing wrong with that. And then the types of path that you're on doesn't really matter. And ultimately, it's gonna be your career and then the end of it. So I haven't seen it like that. As long as you're doing your thing and getting your education, because people do what? They take gap years, they switch majors.
I make you guys proud, right? I feel
Yeah.
like I'm the friend who does the opposite.
No.
Really? Oh, thank God.
I think
I feel like you guys are my brothers.
Keith, even if you were even
Wait,
even that too. Censor that. But
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
even if you were a homeless guy on the street, bro.
Which
I
will
would-
never happen.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I would still be proud of you, as long as you keep trying. As long as you and trust me, I see a lot of homeless people in the streets. But what? But I would still be proud of you, though, Keith.
Okay, I'm not like the guy who flunked out of nursing.
No.
I didn't flunk. I'm just indecisive.
You just
You changed your major,
and
yeah.
that's good. Like, and I say it all the time. If you're not interested in nursing, and this is for all you like high school kids out there, if you're not interested in nursing, don't do it.
Nursing kids. Yeah.
Just don't do it. You're not gonna. And I told like summer boy, I'm not gonna call him out. I told summer boys too. Like, if you're not interested in nursing, bro, just don't. It's not worth it. You're not gonna just love it out of nowhere. I mean, you might, but I would say 90% of the time you're not.
Talking to you, Gabe. I'm just a random. I don't know a Gabe like that.
But yeah, but for real though, like if you like, this is not just nursing; it's any career field. If you're on the edge of it, if you're not really sure about it, I would say just don't do it. Because when you think about it, this is gonna be what you're doing. Like, even though it's a means soon and it's a job, but you're still gonna be doing it for like what 30, 40 years. So you might as well enjoy it.
Do you think you
Yeah.
guys are gonna do it for 30, 40 years? Because Aaron, I think you want to start a food truck.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't know a food truck, but I don't know, maybe some food business. Making
But
things.
are you gonna be a nurse for 30 years?
I don't know. I want to be able to find a side hustle that I can stop working as a nurse after like 15, 20 years. I don't
Oh,
wanna
question
be-
for you
I
guys.
don't want to be working that long as a nurse. I like nursing, but not.
But I feel like
Not
you got
to
a
that
potential,
extent.
bro. You're already in it. You're
Hey,
no, but I'm
stop. You
I-
gotta
Have you
stop
tasted
right
his
I'm,
now.
I'm
banana
gonna be
bread?
cringe to you.
You gotta stop.
But I'm gonna be cringe to you, bro. Think about it, bro. You're set. There's nowhere else to go. You're in where you need to be. I'm gonna be real. I think you got it pretty easy. But it's a
Bro,
bless.
you gave him the
You're-
midlife
it's a blessing.
crisis
It's
when
a
he's
blessing.
24. Aaron has a midlife
You're in a good
crisis
spot.
already.
You could get you could be like you're employed for 30 years, bro. You're set. You're good. But okay, with my career though, I do like nursing though, and I will stick it out. But I feel like the more I think about careers, I feel like for me the perfect job for me would be something that I'm my own. I'm my own boss. You know what I'm saying? But
Why
the only
don't
thing
you
about that is that I don't know what career I would be.
You said you want to do nursing podcasts.
That was kind of more of a joke. That's not for me. I wouldn't see that as a career. That was kind of just a joke with me and my girlfriend. It's like, oh, we should do podcasts from two different perspectives. But that's like, I wouldn't make money off that though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm almost qualified to, so you might as well.
I think you could. I mean, I feel like you could probably make a pretty good side hustle off of this, in my opinion.
Well, that's the goal, because I only live once. Dude,
That's true.
Are you guys scared of death?
No, it depends. If I need to go confession, yeah.
I went
If-
to confession yesterday. Somebody died.
If we see this all the time. We see this all the time.
Yeah.
If we go to confession, bro, car crash right now. If I die, I'm gonna have it, bro.
I mean, you're straight, sir. I'm ready to go.
Like, you just confessed. Kill me.
Yeah. I'm in the perfect time right now, bro. If you gotta take,
Do it.
If I'm gonna take, if it's gonna drive by, bro, take me out right now. But nah, I don't know. That doesn't really. That's not one of the things that really scare me like that. Like, if I die, bro, I just die. If anything, a bit. Oh man, that kind of sucks. I didn't get to live that long. But like, if I die, I just die, bro.
Rap. Damn. I'm low-key scared of, like, wasting my life, because you only live once is real.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. I feel that too. You want to talk about that first?
I feel it too, but I also feel like
You should start a food truck and make banana bread.
I don't know, some sort of food thing, but I don't know. I guess you can talk about maybe wasting life if you didn't reach your like actual like long term goals, but in
What?
terms of finding value in things you've already done, I feel like even if you should live a short life, if you enjoy that life, then it could still be a good life.
What will make you guys quit? Like, if you were somehow the funniest, you're funny, but if you were the funniest stream Twitcher who can rack some millions, would you quit nursing? What will make you quit nursing?
I would say if I won the lottery, bro, or I got a lot of money, I might quit. If I really like the job where I'm at, though, I might just go per diem.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But
It's per diem. Sorry, I'm
like on call.
dumb. Oh,
No, you're not dumb, Keith. You're good. It's like on call. Like that way, I could still go if I wanted to, but I wouldn't need to because I don't need the money like that. But if I could live off of my own, like if I had money like that and I could just live off of my own, I would do that. Because then, like for me, I've always kind of been like this. Like a job is a means to an end. I got a job because need to get money. But if I have money, then I don't really need. I'll find something productive to do. I'm not just gonna sit around, but I'm not gonna be like working like through 12s a week when I'm like got millions in the bank, right?
yeah, because like lazy in general, that's depressing. But like rich lazy, what is there to do when you're rich lazy? But I'm trying to like do something else, so I'm fine. But
Yeah.
since you guys like, do you guys think you made it since you're nurses?
Oh, not yet. Nah. Like,
yeah,
What's your criteria?
I don't know. I don't really. I haven't really been chasing like that. I made it. If anything, it's always like I'm just kind of trying to continuously self-improve. Cause like like again, like a career is just a career, you know. But there's a lot of other aspects to life that I'm trying to work on. You know, I'm trying to be a better person in myself. You know, trying to be a better family man. Trying to be a better boyfriend. You know, I feel like we're also kind of in this parts of our lives where like we're, you know, in the next couple of years we're gonna be, you know, having our own families, right? Like we're like.
You can cry. It's
I was
okay.
gonna say like, well, most of us are in relationships or pending, but like, you know, no, I was just gonna say, but I was just gonna like, cause like in like next 5 years, we're all probably gonna get like.
Hey, show up.
So guys,
he's single by the way. Any girls that hit him up?
I'm the relationship pending.
No, yeah, but it's
He's loading. He's like 99% ready.
99%. But like, yeah,
He just needs to be the one.
in the next like you know what, 4 or 5 years, we're all probably gonna be, you know, starting up our own families, right? So like that would be another step of improvement. But like I wouldn't really say like I made it like that. It's just I'm just trying to be self-improved each and every day because there's still a lot of things I gotta work on. I'm not the perfect, you know, family man, not the perfect friend, not the perfect brother, not the perfect anything yet. But that's just a working improvement every day.
Well, no one's perfect. Like I think self-improvement's a good goal for you guys are.
Yeah.
Where would you go, Aaron? What's your mindset? Oh yeah, you're actually a rookie in the job, huh? It's hard.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think I'm still like years removed of being even comfortable in my practice, but just in general in life, I'm trying to improve in all aspects. You know, I feel like when you're not improving, working at things, you just like degenerating, getting worse, and everything like that. So I just want to be in like constant improvement in like my faith, my family life. You know, like skills, the random skills I want to do, like piano, reading, like car work, just being more knowledgeable in random things in life. I just want to be better at things like that. You know, so being more efficient and everything. I don't know.
I got something to talk about. So one thing that I feel like we can all come up on is like, you know, we all kind of have that similar background. You know, all of us we kind of like we did our time in high school. We did our time, you know, in choir. I feel like one of these days we gotta go to mass together. The guys. Like no offense to the girls, you know, y'all can come too, but we should just have the guys go to church and get some food out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get a little
sounds nice.
Some old fashions with a rosary type beat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we could use like at least a men's group or something. A little. Yeah, men's group, but it's just with our guys though. You know what I'm saying?
Just our guys, obviously.
Like no offense to I'm down to meet other people, but like we just gotta have something with our boys though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shooters stay shooters. You know.
Yeah, we go to the gym together, right? We game together, we pray together.
Do you guys think?
Go to conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Praying, gaming, everything like working out, like physicality stuff like that.
Do you guys think that? everyone in this room found the group that they're gonna introduce their kids to.
Yeah,
That's a
I would
deep
say
thought.
so. I feel like, especially as an adult, it's so hard because like you have groups, but then life takes you so many different places. But like like by the time we all have kids eventually, I'm sure like they'll meet everyone here. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say reasonably so. I think I forgot. There's been a handful of hangouts the last couple of months. With everybody that we're kind of talking about, like, well, I feel like with these pretty wholesome people that we're surrounding ourselves with, it'd be cool once we all start kind of growing up, having our own places, and then we could kind of just, do what our parents are doing right now, kind of have our own functions, hanging out, camping, hitting up like Cancun type stuff, but I feel like we're in a good spot right now, especially I feel like we all got kind of blessed in the way that the people that we surround ourselves with, pretty good, group of heads that we got around, and I could definitely see all of us not only just meeting our kids meeting us, but kind of just growing up as kind of like that community type thing.
You think our kids would be friends?
Yeah, I think so. Who else are we gonna be? Hello,
Let's make
boys.
them bully the rest of the school.
Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Hey, yo.
That's Tito Ayo, that's Tito A, that's Tito Holmes, Tito D. You feel me? I already got the Tito nicknames.
Names already.
Hey, yo.
All right, speaking about the next phase of life, when do you think the ring will come?
Well, we're all kind of in the same. Okay.
Our parents watching this?
Okay. I don't know. The mom. So
You got the blessing?
So I'll open up. I'm sure it's fine to talk about.
Yeah, this will be like a month later from filming.
Yeah, but even silly, yeah. Like I would say probably coming soon. I with my girlfriend. You all probably see her one time or the other, Kai.
She hates me.
Yeah, I already talked to my parents about it. They're chill with it. One of my parents are just constantly vibing. Shout out to my parents. I did talk to Kai's parents too, and then I was blessed enough to get their blessing. Actually, it was a kind of a awkward thing because I just feel like I don't really talk about like things like kind of touchy-feely things like that. Like I'll talk about it, but like I don't know. I feel like especially in our household culture, we don't really talk about like
I don't say I love you.
Yeah, like it's not like touchy-feely like that. Like we like, but it's kind of like an Asian thing. But yeah, I did go out of my way to talk to Kai's parents about it, and then they were like, "You're a good dude. Yeah, go for it."
Like, thanks.
Like
like, hey, look what I did.
There's definitely going to be more thought and conversation going into it. A lot more thought and conversation going into it. But I would say our goal is sometime soonish. But I think we're all on that pathway. And then
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're on there. We got shout out to D. He trailblazing for us.
Trailblazer. Let's go.
And then
The leader of the line.
The only thing we don't know yet is yeah.
We don't have to. We don't have to.
I think we're low key on the path.
Y'all are in same job.
Their same job. We're
Oh,
established.
shit.
Same unit.
Same hours.
And Christine's
Same-
parents wanted us to be settled and established, and we both got settled and established. And
I would say you're pretty settled and established. Where you see
you're pretty settled. And
this guy's
established.
Amazon. Boy goes crazy, bro.
He got the Amazon Prime.
Bro
Hey, yo.
got a.
He has like 3 cars now.
I'm chill.
Oh, yeah. I don't got 3 cars. That's a call to me.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
I have a
I'm just got
question
that
for
road.
you guys.
We're settled then.
Yeah, we don't have to. I don't want to spoil your. I mean, if it's because of Sippin' News that they have a hint, my bad. But you guys have girlfriends. How do you talk to them when they're jealous? When they are they have FOMO with your personality with the boys.
Oh,
Like for me, Libby's like, "You're so passionate with the boys," or something like that.
I think that definitely is. I feel like a shared sentiment amongst a lot of relationships. It's just different with the boys, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just the most you could do is to be there emotionally and to provide your support. You don't have to understand them. You don't have to think they're right. The most you can do is be there.
I don't think they're right at all, actually.
I think the nice thing with Kai, she doesn't get jealous that I enjoy time with the boys. She thinks it's wholesome, but she does. Of anything, she might get sad because she wants to spend more time with you guys. But like when
she wants to spend time with the boys or you?
With all of us. She's just
really,
yeah. But she when I'm like chilling with the boys, she's like, oh, it's so wholesome. But then but she does of anything she will get sad because she wants to, and I'm sure like all our girlfriends can relate to this too. When we're all having a good time, they also want to be either having a good time, like hang out with us or hang out with everybody. But again, the way I kind of see it, and obviously I still gotta work on some things myself. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. I'm not perfect.
Yeah, but it just being understanding. Again, you don't enable, but at the same time, you don't have to understand or fully understand what's going on with them.
I have no idea what the hell's going on.
Sometimes if anything I learned is like, bro, like, you just gotta listen, look, and listen. You know what I'm saying?
Aaron, how do you do it?
But yeah,
since your girl is local, in fact, in the room right now,
like really
emotionally available and just listening to them and listening to her concerns. I think but good thing about Christine, she is pretty appreciative of the boys' time. The only thing is, like, she wants me to have some time, like, before we play with the boys, maybe you can watch an episode together or play a couple rounds of Fortnite together. So
it's bargaining.
Kind of like
wait, bargaining.
No, I'll give you $20 for this night with the boys.
Spending time with her and the boys, So, but for the most part, she appreciates it. She doesn't really get jealous or. Oh man! And also, she hangs out with the boys.
I have a question for you, this is kind of relating to your career. How does it feel like working with your significant other? And the only reason I'm asking is because, as you know, unfortunately, Kai is also gonna try to join your guys' ranks in your same facility, and you guys are all gonna be together. And then inevitably, I might even look into that too. Unfortunately, even though I'm not a big fan of your guys' system. Oh, actually, I take that back. I love Sutter. Sutter's a great hospital. But if y'all join, if you're all together, I might look into it too. How do you feel it is working in the same environment? Because I know a lot of people, like, especially you'll see on like Reddit, like, don't work with your coworkers, bro. It's different because you guys didn't meet there. But like, do you feel like there's pros to it, cons to it? How do you think about it?
Yeah, you've seen
we're still developing the area of working together because the first 2 days we worked together, we were just insanely busy. But I say in one aspect it was nice because it's kind of like, when we were able to luckily have our lunches together and our breaks together for our first.
As long as you're not like HR and type of stuff, right?
No HIPAA, no patient information, anything like
that.
Not
just HIPAA, bro. I'm talking about like keeping professional.
You keep professional, but being able to actually step away from the sit outside of the patient's rooms and stuff like that, and just going, we can have lunch with each other. Our 45 minutes together, just kind of decompressing.
And is it the same?
Going through the same experiences, right? You guys can you guys are progressing it through the same time.
And it's good that we're both like new to the ICU because we're able to really experience it. It's like,
to where?
We're able to really experience it. So it's like, we're going through the same struggle together. So there's nothing internalized. There's nothing that's like no one can relate to us because we're able to go through the exact same thing at the exact same time. So it's like
that's true. Nice. You guys are like
an emotional.
I have a question for you.
Support for each
same
other.
level playing field.
How much is too much with Christine?
I think it is.
Honestly, from the outsider's perspective, nothing's too much, bro. It's just full send 24/7,
good thing
bro.
With Chris is I don't get like. I need to get away from her. It's like, I don't mind seeing her.
That's not what you told me, though.
Bro, I'm just kidding. Sometimes you inverse their property.
When we were at GCU, and for those who don't know, we met each other in college.
Because of me.
They went to college together. And now they're working together, bro. That's crazy.
College and working together. And then when we were at GCU,
they're the opposite of long distance relationship.
We probably saw each other every single day for 4 years. Oh, excuse me. Every single day for 4 years, we saw each other. So it was low-key like, what is it? All the awake hours.
Damn.
Yo. Like, she would wait for me while I was in class for me class to finish, and then she walked in. She was down bad.
Long distance.
She was down bad. So going back home was more long distance.
She's so desperate for you, bro. That's
Park, I'd be
crazy.
Grand Bay.
Damn.
And it's like a 10, 15-minute drive. So it's like, that was long distance for us. Going to Grand Bay
Sippin',
West
bro.
Park.
Sippin'.
So, yeah. So we were lucky and blessed to have not only go to school together, go to class together, and now we're working together. And it's kind of crazy because we can have lunch together, our breaks together, and then go after work and get dinner together. So it's like,
All right.
works out.
Okay, since you guys see each other so much, is it romantic ananymore? Sorry for making you question
I
it.
think we still have, like, I remember you asked me this question. Do we still have like that? Are we still in the honeymoon phase? And I'd say for us, I feel like you find the right person, it doesn't really end. You don't like, oh, there's no spark. It gets boring again. I feel like
I don't believe that
like,
shit.
There's
It's like love is more just an emotion of, God, is it exciting? Is it fun? Type of beat. For us, we're able to kind of just enjoy each other's presence. Even when we're doing like the most boring things, we can enjoy each other's presence and stuff like that. So shout out to Chris. She's like, she's cool.
Oh, she's cool, bro. All that, and she's cool.
For me, I don't believe in sparks, nor do I believe in the stars. I don't believe in Taurus stuff. Really, in a relationship, you gotta want the best for your other and yourself at the same time, and it's just a game of balancing it.
Yeah, facts.
So if you want a spark, don't go in a relationship.
And I think
Yeah.
also a good thing with
Dumbass.
Christine is like we're able to support each other in each of our moments in our lives. Like she games with me, she goes on trips with me, we eat together, we go to work together.
Yeah,
we go to
y'all
the
do
gym
everything together, bro.
we
You
do
got those
everything.
vibes, bro.
It's kinda crazy.
That is
It's like
crazy,
a
bro.
24/7 dual partner. It's kind of crazy.
That sounds like a lot of Aaron
That's
and a
a
lot of
lot.
Christine.
Fortnite. What is it? Fortnite. Fallout. GTA.
Hey, we got the vibes, bro. We got the vibes, bro. We got the vibes.
Oss, rebuttal this. Is that
I'm
too
kinda
much? I think it's too
mind-blowing.
much.
Yeah, I could say it's too much. I think as us two over here, we can't relate. We're not in the same type of situation.
Sorry, yes, sir.
But I kind of want to touch back on the spark type thing. Like I'm kind of like in the same type of boat with them. Like I do think that there's an element